Welcome to Đồng Nai Radio and Television Stations. Here's the news today. On the 10th of March, Hanoi, Gia Lai, and some COVID-19 patient treatment facilities continue to deploy using the AstraZeneca vaccines. In Hanoi, the first injections are used in Thanh Nhan Hospital. After receiving 8,000 doses of vaccine, the Hanoi Department of Health has developed a plan to deploy a first vaccine in the two priority groups, including people working in the health facilities and group 2 are the people who join the pandemic prevention. In the phase 1, the city set a target of over 95% of priority population who can use the vaccines are expected to be the high risk of COVID-19 infections. In Hanoi, the head of National Steering Committee on COVID-19 Prevention and Control requires that the vaccination deployment must be open, fair, correct to the right person, safety, and be effective. Besides, we have to be careful of the pandemics. Hanoi City will continue to promote propaganda activities for people to live safely with the pandemic in the new normal stage. At the same time, strictly handle on the illegal entry cases, closely monitor pandemic prevention at the border gates, medical examination and treatment facilities, and in the communities. According to the Vietnam Security Depository (VSD), in the first 2 months of this year, 448 foreign investors were granted securities trading codes, including 14 organizations and 434 individuals. Besides, VSD has approved to change information for 27 investors, cancel security transaction codes for 4 foreign investors. The current number of security trading code is 36,971, including 4,844 organizations and 32,127 individuals. On the 9th of September, the delegation of the Ministry of National Defense, led by Ngô Xuân Lịch, Minister of National Defense, they visited and gave flowers, tributing for the Temple of Martyrs in Thống Nhất District. At the visiting ceremony, the delegation spent a minute to tribute and light incense sticks at the altar of the resident Ho Chi Minh and the martyrs' hero to show gratitude to always remember the great merits of the resident Ho Chi Minh and the hero martyrs who bravely sacrificed for the independence and freedom of the country. The Temple of Martyrs in Thống Nhất District is a place to register nearly 700 martyrs heroes in all parts of the country who bravely sacrificed in the two resistant wars against the French colonialists and American imperialists. Before that, the delegation also visited the district's military headquarters, sending gifts to the leader of Thống Nhất District, the Provincial Military Command, and the District Military Command. On the 9th of September, according to the White House, they have discussed directly with China a series of issues. However, they have not finalized details of the possible meeting between the top 2 diplomats of the two countries. Speaking in the press conference, White House Press Secretary James Baske stated, "We do not have any final details yet to finalize or confirm about the meeting at this time. However, we do not hide our concern to looking for an opportunity to work together." Earlier, the South China Post Morning reported that Beijing and Washington were discussing the possibility of holding a meeting in Alaska between the Foreign Minister Antony Blinken and the Politburo member, Director of Central Foreign Affairs Commissions of the Chinese Communist Party, Yoon Kik-ji. In the U.S., according to the official of the Department of Defense, on the 9th of September, the Pentagon is preparing to extend the deployment time of National Guard on the Capitol Hill by 2 months. Final details have been discussed, according to the source, but the Secretary of Defense Lloyd Austin is expected to approve a decision to allow National Guard to continue security support at the request of Capitol Hill Police during the concern of the threat is still remaining. According to the plans, the National Guard will leave Washington, D.C. on the 12th of March. That's all the news today. Thanks for joining us. Goodbye.